Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is the reading for Wednesday, August 28th. And we are following our pattern that we've started already. So we'll start with pile one being the Wolf Crew and taking into your Wednesday. I'm hoping that your week is unfolding beautifully and that you are able to really tap into your abundant joy and be able to tackle those very earthly grounded life issues that we just have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. Let's see what's up for you for Wednesday. So Wednesday, you've got, look at that, the King of Cups. Okay, so the King of Cups, what's coming to mind for me, first of all, for you all, is that to lead with love, right? The phrase is to lead with love and compassion and in emotional intelligence. And so this is going to be leading with love and with emotional intelligence, not only in your day-to-day work, that you, depending on what you're doing on this Wednesday, but also in any relationships that you are in, that there's a need for you to come to the space of interacting with other human beings from a space of dipping into your inner knowingness, your inner capacity for compassion and love. Okay? So that's the first thing that I'm seeing for you. Now, what you may not be aware of, what's going on underneath the surface, that might not be fully exposed. You might have some idea to it, but it's not fully exposed. And you've got the Two of Cups. Okay. So the Two of Cups is a partnership, a connection. Often people see this as, the Lover's card, the coming together with a heart-centered connection. Depending on what you're into this Wednesday, this heart-centered connection could be an actual love relationship. Usually the Two of Cups represents a beginning phase of that love relationship, but it also could just be a heart-centered connection. It could be a creative or artistic connection. It could be a work partnership of some kind, as long as there is sort of a sense of like emotional groundedness, emotional love and caring within that connection. And so this is saying that this is something that's going on underneath the surface. So there is possibly the forming of a connection that is happening for you at this time. And so one of the things that you've got overarching is this sense of like leading with love, being in touch with your emotional space. I'm also getting like, I'm getting the sense that some of you may be unaware, like not alert to the emotional energies that are around you. Like, not that you're not intuitive, you are, but there may be a particular situation in which you have not yet fully tapped in. And there's a sense that you need to kind of drop into your heart space and get clear that you know kind of what is going on around you on this Wednesday. All right? Because this is showing up in what is going on underneath the surface. It could also mean for some of you that are already in partnership that there is something in that realm that is going on underneath the surface, and there's a need for you to really tap into your King of Cups emotional intelligence energy to navigate through that within your partnership. All right? So this is for, again, Wednesday. Now, in terms of what action you need to take, look at all this cup energy. There's a lot of emotional energy for you on this Wednesday. So just be mindful of that, because that can sometimes cause us to be, it's very beautiful. I love this energy, but it also can be a little, what's the word? Like, emotional energy is a little less straightforward. It can almost feel a little bit like flowy and mysterious in some ways. But the good news is that you've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Now, this could also be divine counterpart. So with the sense of the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups here with the underneath, this could really be talking about a divine partnership. It could be definitely a love relationship that we're talking about here. But in terms of what action you need to take, this is talking about really tapping into your intuition, even more so than the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups is guiding, making decisions based on her intuitive knowing. Okay, so the King of Cups kind of leads with this sense of compassion and is able to connect to others due to their emotional intelligence. The Queen of Cups uses her intuitive heart to express and share deep love, and also to just kind of navigate through the world. Okay, so there's a need for you in terms of what action you need to take to really tap into your heart space today for Wednesday. That's the key message that I'm getting for you all. Okay, in terms of the message from the divine. Interesting. So you've got this crow energy. The crow energy is sort of dropping in with all of this water energy. The crow energy feels like it's kind of slicing through some of that water energy with the sense of clarity, because the crow energy is all about truth. The crow is saying that it is important for you to follow the universal law of truth. He teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. So there is a lesson here for you all, my wolf crew, on this Wednesday about walking your talk, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And particularly because of all this cup energy, saying what you mean and meaning what you say and doing what you say from your heart space, within your relationships and your heart-centered spaces, making sure that you are, walking in your truth, okay? Just walking in your truth. So you are being asked to also speak your truth. That's what the crow says, and to practice your truth. Everything you say becomes true. So you have the power to co-create with the truth of universal law. So correct what is untrue in your life, but do it without judgment. Have compassion for yourself and let the truth set you free. So the other key guidance that I would say here for you all is a need for you to really look honestly about what's going on in your heart space and within your relationships, and make sure that you're speaking and walking your whole truth. Okay, that's what I see for you all, Pile 1. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, and I hopefully will see you again on Thursday. Bye. Hello, Pile number 2, the Lamb Crew. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading for Wednesday, August 28th, and we're going to jump right into it, okay? So let's see what you got going on for Wednesday. All right. Well, that's a great way to start it. You got the Empress. And what I'm really getting from this is the grounded energy of the Empress. So the Empress is the third major arcana card. She represents the divine feminine in all of her power and glory. What is most pronounced about this energy is that you are in all likelihood in a very fertile place, creating something, because she births universes. Okay, so that you're probably in a space right now within, for at least for this Wednesday, feeling like you want to create something, or you're feeling very on the verge of creating something. Okay, and there's a need. What I'm really getting off of this card is a groundedness, though. So if you're not feeling at a place where you are very fertile, or that things are kind of going, because it's the Empress card is a very joyful, abundant card. If you're not in the space, where I would invite you to look is to what is your connection to the earth right now, and also what is your connection to your body. What is going on with your body? Are you taking care of the needs of your body, feeding yourself, taking extra care with yourself, as one might do if they were preparing for a birth, right? Giving yourself it's coming from within, but also there's a need for you to be conscious. So if you're not already in that space of feeling a sense of joy and abundance in divine feminine fertility, if you will, whether you're male or female listening to this, then there's a need for you to really tap into the earth energy here, is what I'm really getting. This sense for you to be grounded as you face this beautiful Wednesday, okay? Let's see what may be going on underneath the surface that you may not be aware of, or that may be hidden from you in some way. And you've got the 5 of Wands, okay? So some of you may be dealing with something that looks like conflict, that's like competition, okay? And what you are being invited to do here is to allow the competition, if you will, or the seeming conflict, the impact of others, the feedback of others, to support you to success rather than block you from success. Okay, so rather than take, a comment from somebody that might be as a coworker as like a threat to you, experience it from a sense of curiosity and seeing how that might be able to make you that much better. Again, going back to the sense of being grounded in the power of who you are as a creator, as someone who is not just creating, like, it could be that you're an artist and creating in that way, or an intellectual and creating in that way, but it's also you as an individual soul creating your abundant life, right? And so having the power and stepping into that power, all right? So that's what I'm seeing going underneath the surface, is you being mindful of like competition and how you're leveraging competition to get you to the next step higher, right? And then what action you need to take on this beautiful Wednesday, the Knight of Cups. So the Knights always represent movement, taking action, taking some action forward. The Knight of Cups is going to represent that heart-centered action, moving from a space within your emotional groundedness. He tends to be emotionally grounded, but the Knight of Cups also comes with this energy of like believing in the impossible, almost like, that high level romanticism of like, all of the flowers and butterflies, if you will, but really moving forward with that kind of mindset of more being possible for you. But there is a real sense for you on this Wednesday for you to be grounded, be sort of, what am I trying to say? Like, luxuriating, right? In your own creation, like whatever it is that you are creating, but being grounded in the earth, allowing any competition to push you up and forward rather than push you out, and staying connected to your body and how your body is connected to the earth to keep you grounded throughout the day, no matter what may come up for you, but also keeping an idea for the impossible, believing in the impossible. Now, your guidance from the divine, let's see, you've got the Sweat Lodge. Interesting. This must be why I was feeling all that earthy energy, okay? Because the Sweat Lodge is a ritual experience within the Native tradition. It's a very powerful, amazing experience. The Sweat Lodge represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside and then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. So participants sit in complete darkness around the red hot stones to sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. It's a very deep experience, but that's kind of an overview of it. When you return humbly to the womb of the mother, you are offered second chances. So the invitation here from the divine, if you will, is that this is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your own soul, to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. So this sense that I was saying before, like being grounded in your body, if you're not feeling that sense of Empress energy emanating from you, that your opportunity here is to get grounded in your body. You can create your own sacred, intimate spaces by taking time to pull aside, light a candle, sit in the dark, and connect with your higher power. However you envision your higher power, observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you the gifts of stepping into your divine feminine Empress creator power. Okay? You're being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. And don't worry about being consumed by the process, because this process is you. So there's a need for you to really, with this lamb energy that you're kind of walking with this week or today, depending on if you're just jumping in for today, there's a need for you to remember that lamb energy is that pure energy soft and quiet, but deeply wise. And one of the ways that you're able to keep that wisdom to help you guide you through in and out of each day is to have stillness with yourself and to look closely at that which you need to shed and to let it shed. Let it shed. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you all today, my Lamb crew. Thank you for joining the Abundant Joy Tarot. If you like what you're hearing, please click that thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow for Thursday. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Wednesday, August 28th. And so let's just hop right into it. So if you chose pile number 3 in the Buffalo crew, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what we've got going on. I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday and that you're beginning to, I think if I remember correctly, my Buffalo crew was needing to let go of some of those negative thoughts. Okay, so let's see what we got going on today. So you've got the Two of Wands. All right, so the Two of Wands here is a very grounded energy, and it is about taking action. It is about making a decision and taking action on that decision. Okay, it's interesting because the energy that I feel for this pile right now is a very grounded energy. Like there's a need for you to get more grounded out of your headspace so much and more into what are you physically doing? What are you doing with your body? What actions are you taking to propel your dreams forward, to expand your vision of what's possible for you? So on this beautiful Wednesday, I invite you to make a decision to expand yourself in some way and take an action toward it. Okay, whether that is make the phone call, write the email, make the comment, draw the picture, whatever it may be that you need to do, mail the letter. There's a need for you to take an action, okay, on this Wednesday. Take an action. What you may not be seeing or what's going on underneath the surface for you, pile 3. Interesting, you got this Two of Cups, and I think one of the other piles had this Two of Cups in the exact same spot. So the Two of Cups is talking about a heart-centered connection. Some people will say a soulmate connection, that there's either someone in your life that brings you so much joy when you're around them that there's a need for you to allow them to fill your cup as you fill their cup. But it also could be, that this heart-centered connection, if it's not a love relationship, it can be a heart-centered connection of some kind, right? A partnership, a creative partnership, if you will, a work partnership. As long as there is a sense of the easy flow of give and take that almost feels like your cup is filled up just by being in the presence of this other individual and vice versa. Okay, so this beautiful energy is going on underneath the surface. It may be that you need to make a decision about how you're going to move forward with this connection in some way on this beautiful Wednesday. And it may be just that this energy is in your life and it is on the undercurrent and providing a support, if you will, a base, if you will, for you to be able to expand beyond what you're currently doing and take some action in that expansion. Okay, now the advice or steps to take moving forward that you have here. Interesting. There's a lot of grounded energy. So you've got this Seven of Cups. And what the Seven of Cups says is that there can be a lot of options and possibilities for you. But in order to make your dreams a reality, you've got to make a choice and move forward with that choice, right? So there's a lot, rather than this whole reading to me for you for this Wednesday is about you kind of coming out of your fantastical sort of daydreamy kind of space and making a commitment to something and moving forward, taking action. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward reading for today, but it's, for a single day, that's pretty good. For Wednesday, get grounded. Get grounded, pile number 3, make a decision and take some action toward it. Now let's see actually what you have for divine guidance. The Tree of Life. This reading is literally all about being grounded. The Tree of Life is a card that really talks about, that a tree that is deeply rooted is not knocked over by the first wind. Okay, so allowing yourself to be deeply rooted. It's also vice versa in that there's a need for the tree to be expanding its branches out to the heaven, i.e. connected with the divine, so that, you're deeply rooted to the earth energy and connected to the divine to help you to make the decisions and live your life the way that you want to hopefully bring abundant joy. Okay. But with this card being here as guidance from the divine, based on what I'm seeing here, I feel like for you all, for this group, for Pile 3, for this Wednesday, there's a need for you to get grounded, get into your physical body. Okay. Connect to the earth, to what's real, solid, material in your world. Make a solid decision and take some action toward it. And let yourself be buoyed, if you will, held, supported by the heart-centered connections that you have in your life. I hope you have a joyfully abundant day. Pile number 3, my Buffalo crew, and I will look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Bye-bye.